Now let's talk about the skewness. What is all about the skewness? Now skewness is very simple. Skewness is when how much data is spread. When we try to understand how the data is spread, okay, then we call it the skewness of the data, right? Now, as I said that all the time data cannot be normally distributed. It cannot be same like symmetric left hand side and with the symmetric right hand side. It cannot be possible, right? So it may be slightly like this, or it may be like this. Clear? So the data is spread this side, or data might be more spread in this side. This is nothing but the concept of the skewness, how much it is skewed, right? So in this case, whether it is a positive skewed or negative skewed, how do you remember that? Now if we see the number line, this is 0, this side is positive, this side is negative, right? So now if data is spread right hand side, then I will say this is positive skewed. If data is left hand side distributed more, spread more, then I will say this is negative skewed. Clear? Any doubt in this? Great. So if I tell you that what is the negative skew, the value of the normal distribution curve or the perfect curve, wherein both the sides are symmetric, right, against the center line, center measurement line, then I will say the skewness is 0, right? If it is positive skewed, then I will say the skewness is more than 0. If it is negatively skewed, I will say the skewness value is less than 0. Understand this thing very clearly, because the concept of distribution of the data, location of the data, everything is falling under this concept, right? So you must have understood what is the skewness. Skewness is nothing but how the data is spread, right? Left hand side or the right hand side, correct? And if it is a perfect data, that means we call it normal distributed curve. That means it will be well shaped, and completely right hand side and left hand side will be the symmetric. Now what is the value of skewness for normal distributed curve? The value of the skewness is 0, and for negatively skewed it is less than 0, and if it is positively skewed we'll call it plus more than 0, right? Now when the previous example, in the previous lecture, we explained that empirical formula is also applicable even if data is slightly skewed. Now this is the concept. That means even data is not perfectly normal distributed, even if it is slightly distributed, that is also, in that case also, that empirical formula is applicable, right? Hope you have understood the concept of skewness and why this empirical formula is important, right? Now one important concept, that what is the location of mean median mode, even if it is slightly skewed and all, we will explain it in the upcoming lecture.